Creating your powerful brand logo. In this lesson, you're going to discover how to create your brand logo and two of the best places to get that done. Your logo is a very important aspect of your brand. It can be the first thing your prospective customer will see. Think about Starbucks or Apple. You can instantly picture their logo. Now, that example might seem extreme, but there is no reason your logo can't be just as memorable. So where does it appear? Well, your logo is going to be very visible, but where? So first of all, on your product, very likely. On your packaging, again, very likely. On your website, definitely. And on your social pages, definitely. So as you can see, your logo is a valuable asset. What you need? You are going to have a designer create it for you, unless you happen to be a graphic designer yourself. The designer will do most of the creative work, but you will need the following: your preferred color scheme, the look and feel, whether it's edgy, professional, youthful, refined, etc., and an idea of what your market might respond to, getting inspiration. If you are not especially creative, you can get ideas easily. Use the internet to look for companies in your market and look at their logos. What are they doing? But do not copy. Just use for inspiration. Logo design tips. Make sure the logo is easy to read or recognize. And make sure the logo works well on a light and dark background. And importantly, simple and clean is better. Apple is the perfect example of simplicity. So where to get it designed? Well, there are a huge number of places online you can get your logo designed. We are going to look at two services at opposite ends of the market. Now, you do not have to use either of these two services. Simply search Google for logo design in quotes if you prefer. Fiverr. Fiverr is a site where providers offer all kinds of services. These services are called gigs. Normally the cost is anything from $5 to $20. So what's good about this service? It's fast and cheap. The not so good? They are not the highest quality and you only get one designer per gig. 99 Designs. 99 Designs is a site where you post a job and designers submit their design. And this is definitely at the high end of the market. The cost is anything from $299 upwards. The good? Higher quality and a large number of designs. Essentially, you submit one job and multiple designers submit their logos for your approval. The not so good? More expensive and sometimes slower, anything from 5 to 7 days. But once you've picked your product and your brand name, you do have time. So quality versus cost. So obviously there is a big jump in cost. So if your budget is limited, then go with Fiverr to start. You can come back and change your logo. But remember, you will have to change your packaging, although it's not that difficult. And existing inventory is an issue. So you'd want to be almost out of stock before you sent the new inventory in with the new logo. However, it is an option. Now I'm going to walk you through both of these sites. But so that I didn't waste designers' time by submitting for jobs that I'm not going to complete on, in other words, they're not going to get paid, I'm going to use a training video that I used before, but it covers every aspect you need to see. Okay, so the first site we're going to take a look at is Fiverr, and that's Fiverr.com. Now you can join this site for free. All you need to do is click on join in the top right, but I'm just going to walk you through how you find logo designers. So we're going to use the search bar and I'm going to type in logo design and hit search. And it's going to give you all these gigs. Now you'll notice this button that says show pro gigs. If you switch this on, you'll see the price goes through the roof. And actually most of the gigs will be more expensive than 99 Designs. So we highly recommend you stick to the normal gigs or listings on the page rather than use the pro option. Now what you can do to refine results is click on the logo design underneath refine results. And at the moment it's on relevance, and you can actually click on this and select best selling. The reason we do that is it means the logo designers that we're seeing have done more designs, so we can gauge how good they are. So once you get to this point, you just want to look at logos that you see that look good, and you also want to look at their star rating. You'll see this first one. It's a fairly interesting logo, maybe a little bit too much going on, but it looks good. And you can see they've got 100+ reviews with a 4.9 average rating. So you could right click and open it in a new tab. And you want to do this with half a dozen or more and open them all up and take a closer look. This next one, again, it looks pretty good. And again, they've got 100+ reviews at 4.9 rating. And you can actually see their starting price is lower. So I'm going to open that one. And then I'm just going to look at this one, which I think looks like a really good logo. But you can see they've only got 13 reviews at 4.9. And they're saying it's starting at $1,200. So that is something I'd stay away from. We can look at this one. I will do a minimalist and modern logo design, which is kind of what we're looking for. 100 plus, and they've got a 5-star rating. So I'm actually going to click on this one, but you should open more than just 3. Now, there's a lot of things to look at on this screen. Sometimes there'll be a video you can watch, or you can scroll through the different logos they've created before, see if they look good to you, and then look at the description. So you can see we've got $150 premium. But if we look at his basic one, you can see high resolution, JPEG, transparent PNG file, unlimited revisions. But if I scroll down, we can actually look at all 3 options at once. And there's one very important file here, and that is the vector file. Now, you must have a vector file when you order this, and it's normally a .ai or .eps file. When you have your packaging designed, your packaging designer will need this vector file to be able to add it. So you can see you'd have to pay $90 to get that. So I'm going to close this one. He's obviously very good, but it's a little bit pricey for Fiverr. So the first one I opened, if we scroll down again and look at his different packages. Remember, we're looking for the vector file. Again, it's only for the middle package, but it's $60, so that's not crazy. And what you're getting is 2 logo designs. So he's going to give you 2 different designs, and then you will choose which one you want. So that's not too bad. You can see it's 5 days to get this done, but he's got 1,000 plus reviews. And he's still averaging 4.9, which means you can trust that this guy is going to do a good job. You can also speed the process up by clicking on 3 days and paying an extra $40. But again, that's taking us up to $100. And if you're going to pay that much, you might as well pay the $199 at 99 Designs. So let's take a look at the other example. So you can see he's got 2,345 reviews. And the other thing you'll notice here is 9 orders in queue, which means he's working on 9 separate orders right now. But if we scroll down, we can see that his premium package gives you the vector file, and it's only $40. And you can speed this up to just 1 day by paying an extra $25, which is pretty good. And he's averaging 4.9, so for that number of reviews, he's doing a really good job. And you can check member since, so he's been on this site for over 2 years. So again, he's looking good. This is the type of provider I would definitely look at. But you want to go and look at multiple different ones. Find the best one, and you can contact more than one. By all means, click on the contact button and ask them any questions you might have. But if you decided to go with this guy, you just click on select $40. Now, if you haven't signed up for an account, it will walk you through that process after you click on the select 40. Once you've done that, the designer will contact you telling you what he needs. You provide what he needs, and he goes away and creates the logo for you. So that's essentially how Fiverr works. But let's go take a look at 99 Designs. And it's just 99designs.com. Once you get here, you can by all means click on how it works to see how everything works on the site. They provide lots of other things, not just logo design. So you can click on get started and then scroll down and see all the options. There are a ton of different options, but all we're interested in, if we scroll down, is here where it says logo and identity, and we want to click on logo design. Now at this point, you can go through, scroll through all of these and select different designs you like the look of that might represent what you want. So I quite like this one, so I click on it. Remember, I'm looking for simple and straightforward. This one's pretty good. This one's kind of funky, might work well for a baby product, for instance. Keep going. Just basically click on any that you find interesting. Here's a nice simple one, another nice simple one, another nice simple one. So I've done enough. Basically, you can keep selecting them. All this does is it changes the options moving forward, but it's not a huge deal. But once you've selected all the designs you like, just click on continue. Now at this point, you have to add your email address. So I'm going to add my email address and click on continue your brief. Now the next lot of options about the brand style. And while this does affect your choices moving forward, it doesn't mean you can't tell the designer exactly what you want. So if I was using my outdoor brand, for instance, I might want to make it a bit more modern. Youthful and mature, I'm going to say it's probably going to be in the middle. Masculine, feminine, it's going to be in the middle. Obviously, if you were doing a beauty range, you'd probably want to have that more skewed towards feminine. Playful and sophisticated, no idea what effect that has. I'm going to leave it alone. Economical, luxurious, I might go up one for that. And geometric, organic, and abstract and literal, I've got no idea what that means. I'm going to leave them as they are and just click continue. This section is not critical, but do try and choose options that relate to your brand of products. But I've clicked continue, and now they're asking for colors, and they're asking you for 3. going to click the blue. I like that one. I quite like the purple. And I quite like the orange. However, to uncheck them, all you do is click them again. And if you don't have any ideas about your color and you're not overly creative like me, you can just click on Let Designers Make Decisions. I'm going to select Let Designers Make Suggestions and click Continue. Next, you've got to fill in some information for the logo design brief. So what language will you write your brief in? So you leave it at English, unless your first language isn't English. But do be warned, if you choose a different language, it will limit the number of designers who can respond to you. What name do you want in your logo? You want to put your brand name in here. So I've put Outdoor Squared. That's the brand name I found in the previous lesson. Do you have a slogan you want incorporated in your logo? Our advice is to leave this blank. You do not want this. It will overcomplicate your logo. And remember, it needs to go on your packaging, which might be quite small. Describe what your organization or product does and its target audience. So for me, it would just be something along the lines of people who enjoy the outdoors, enjoy exercise, something on those lines. Just give them a basic description of what it is. Then you would select your industry. And if you don't find one that matches yours completely, then just pick one that's pretty close. So I'm just going to put sport. It's not exactly accurate, but it's close enough. Then you want the content details. Do you need more than a logo? You want to leave this at logo only for $2.99. You don't want the extra options. Keep scrolling down. Other. You can put a message in here for the designers if you wish. And you can give them information like what your product's going to be, anything along those lines. You can also upload an image of your product if you want, and you can use a competitor's image. That's perfectly okay. Just make sure you tell them it's a competitor's image. It's just a representation of what your product's going to be. And then once you've filled out all that, you just click on continue. Now again, they're trying to upsell you. They won't stop doing this till you're finished. You want to choose bronze at $2.99. Click select, scroll down. You need to give it a contest title. So I would just put Outdoor Squared logo design. Promoting your contest, I've never bothered doing this. I've always got more than enough results just using the basic options. And then you want to check the contest options. So you need to pick one of these. I normally pick guaranteed, and then you have to select duration. Now standard 7 days is free, and you don't want to pay to speed it up. And this is not just about cost. Allowing it to be 7 days will mean you will get more responses, and you'll also get responses from the higher end designers that take a little more time to create your draft logo. Once you've filled that in, you just click on continue. Now at this point, you have to sign up for an account unless you've already got one, but then you just click register and follow the remaining steps. But that's how you create your 99 designs contest. So 99 designs follow up. Wait a couple of days, then check the designs. Fast designs are normally lower quality. Go through and rate your initial designs. Respond to messages from interesting designers. Then wait another 48 to 72 hours and go back and select the winner. So what's next? Well, we covered how to get your brand logo designed and created. In the next lesson, you'll find out what a UPC is and why you need one. Your action step, get your brand logo created. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.